peace one with another in the name of Jesus. That's what we're going to conclude there in the book of Habakkuk. Now we're going to go over to the New Testament. Well, I really like preaching and teaching mostly from the New Testament, but sometimes I go back in there because it's a lot of encouraging words in some of the Old Testament scriptures as well. We need to know that He is the same God today and forevermore. He changes not, and that's why we sons of Jacob, we children of God, are not consumed. Let us go here now. Let's go to the 6th chapter of St. Luke. And it came to pass on the second Sabbath, after the first, that he went through the cornfields, and his disciples plucked the ears of corn, and did eat, rubbing them in their hands. And certain of the Pharisees said unto him, Why do they that which is not lawful do on the Sabbath days? And Jesus answered them and said, and Jesus answered them and said, and certain of the Pharisees said unto him, Why do you do that which is not lawful on the Sabbath days? And Jesus answered them, said, Ye have not read so much as that what David did when he himself was hungry, and which he did when he. Have you not heard what David? Have you not read so much as this what David did when he himself was an hungered, and they were with him? How he went into the house of God, trying to find the right angle here. Not getting too much sun. That's why I'm turning around and kind of twisting here a little bit. Okay. And Jesus answered them and said, Have you not read so much as David, what David did himself when he was hungry, and they which were with him? How he went into the house of God, and did eat the showbread, and gave also to them that were with him, which it was not lawful but for the priest alone. And he said unto them, that the Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath. And it came to pass also on another Sabbath that he entered into the synagogue and taught. And there was a man whose right hand was withered. And the scribes and the Pharisees watched him, whether he would heal on the Sabbath day. Then they might find occasion against him. But he knew their thoughts, and said to the man which had the withered hand, Rise up and stand forth in thy midst. And he arose and stood forth. Then said Jesus unto them, I will ask you one thing. Is it lawful on the Sabbath day to do good or to do evil, to save lives or to destroy? And looking round about upon them all, he said unto all men, Stretch forth thine hand. And he did so, and his hand was restored whole as the other. And they were filled with madness, and communed one with another what they might do to Jesus. And it came to pass in those days that he went out unto a mountain to pray. I think I'm going to sit on the ground. That seems to be the best place probably for me to sit today. Sometimes you just have to really get yourself comfortable, find the best situation you can get into. And that's where it is, right here on the ground. My other seats just wasn't working out for me today. But Jesus said, which is better to do? To heal people or let them stay sick? And Jesus answered them and said, Have you not read so much as what David did when he was a hungered? When he... Well, I done finished that. Let me go on down here. And he said unto them, that the Son of Man is Lord also of the Sabbath. And it came to pass on another Sabbath that he entered into the synagogue and taught them. And there was a man whose right hand was withered. And the scribes and the Pharisees watched whether he would heal on the Sabbath.